Hello and welcome to a brand new week here on my channel. My name is Samantha if you're brand new here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the Revolution Forever Flawless Constellation palette. Now you can tell from my top that this is the brightest out of the 4 palettes from the collection. I have one more after this to share with you, and let's have a look at this palette. So it's very starry skied galaxy kind of patination on the front. Really love the colours, and also the colourways on the front of the palette also give away the shades inside. So of course you have Revolution there in rose gold, but it's slightly hidden, there we go, because of the gorgeous patination on the front there. When we turn it over, the pattern continues, but you have the sticker as always with the brand name, the collection name and the name of the palette. This one is cruelty free, and also it says there that the shades are numbered, but they are all named as well. This is a tin palette, so it will travel really well, and also it will clean very well. So really like that, and it's that thick if you are interested. Okay, so when you open it up, you have a mirror there, and then these are your shades. So you have 3 rows of beautiful colours, absolutely stunning. So like I say, this is the brightest palette out of the 3. Although it's bright, you also have some neutral shades here as well. So you have your brown, you have this colour here which is like a plum, and then you have a deep brown red there, but you also have some real bright shades as well, and you have a neon pink. In fact, you have a neon pink in matte, and then you have like a very, I don't know, baby stroke neon pink there in shimmer. So what I'm going to do, as I've done with the rest of the palettes, I will swatch a few shades, not all of them, and then I'll get into a look and share with you how these shades perform. So I think I will go in with the first shade. I think I'll do 4 shimmers, 4 mattes, and the first shade I'll swatch is this one called Satin. So it's like an aqua blue. So that is Satin, beautiful. If you can hear the wind howling around the house, I apologise. It has been extremely windy here in Norfolk for the last 24 hours, so apologies about that. I'm also going to share with you Night Sky, that one there, which is like a navy blue shimmer. So Night Sky. So there's your Night Sky shade. I'm also going to go for Spiral, which again is on that top row, that one there. So there's Spiral. I'm also going to swatch Dimension, which is this one here. Doesn't look as shimmery as the rest. Let's see how it swatches, but it swatches beautifully. So that one is Dimension. I'm going to also swatch Solar, which is this yellow. Ooh, love yellow, beautiful. And then I think I'm going to also swatch this one called Cluster, that one there. Now it's a little bit different because it looks like it's, I don't know, is it a black, is it a grey? I'm not quite sure. So Cluster, that is gorgeous, Cluster. And then I'll move on to some of the mattes. So I'm going to definitely swatch. In fact, I'm just going to get a wipe so there's no transference. Okay, so I'm definitely going to share with you the shade Jupiter, that one there, really bright hot pink, but it's actually like a warm pink, that one. So yeah, we'll do them here. So that's Jupiter. Okay, I do apologise about the sound of the wind. And then we'll go for Venus, which is that extremely hot pink. pink there, so Venus. So there's Venus. Little bit powdery, but I have found that with a lot of neon shades they really do swatch quite powdery, but of course it just all depends on how these you know, really do apply on the eyes. I'm going for Mars, which is that beautiful colour there. Love that. So there's Mars, and I think I'm definitely going to go for Retrograde. That one, where are we? Here. That one there. That one actually I thought was quite a matte actually, and that one has got a little bit of a sheen to it. I think I'm also going to share with you the shade Cosmic, that one there. So that's Cosmic. Okay. One more then, and I'm going to share with you what shade shall I go for. I've done a lot of the hot pinks, haven't I? I think I'm just going to go for the brown shade there. That one there, and that one is called Universal. So there's Universal. So there we have 6 shimmers, 6 mattes, stroke shimmer there that I've shared with you. Now what I want to do is get into the look. Now I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I think I might go in with purple as a base, which is that one there, Cosmic, and start off with that one and see how we get on. Okay, I'm starting off with the eye contour brush. Because what I want to do is I don't want to blend it out too much. I want to go in quite heavy to start with and see how it packs on. Okay, so I'm going to, and I have actually applied my base, which as always is the Eye Elements from Revolution Pro, and I've set that as well. So what I'm going to do is just stamp this into place using the shape of the brush. Like that. Then what I'm going to do is get it on the other eye as well. Again, just stamp that through. Again, the shadow is quite powdery. It kicks up a little bit, not too much, but a little bit. Okay. So that is the shade Cosmic applied. Now what I'm going to do is swap to another eye contour brush, and I'm going to go into the shade, I think I'm going to go into the shade of Venus, which is that very bright pink there. Again, that is powdery. And then what I'm going to do is blend this purple out. Like that, and I'm going in that, right into the inner corner, just to blend that out there as well. I'm just going to get my Wilco brush. It's got a little bit of concealer on, and I'm just going to just go through. I don't like eyeshadow going right up to my brow. So if I do that, I just take that off a little bit. Again, I'm going into that shade, which actually is the same as my top, and again start blending the purple out. So I've gone over the purple and I'm blending it out at the same time. I'm just going in with that purple again this side. I'm getting my fluffy brush. I'll give you the names of brushes in a minute. Don't know why there's a bit of a line there of pink. That's better. I've also got some fallout here which just brushes away. So these are the eye contour brushes from Primark. The fluffy brush is the 251 and it's called an eye increase contour brush. Okay, so that is that blended out, and that shade is Venus again. I'm just going to add a little bit more. I've lost the pink a little bit in the blend. You can see it a little bit more there. Again, I'm going to get my fluffy brush. It hasn't blended out as well as I want it to on this side. So again, I'm just going in with my, that's better. I don't know why, there was just a harsh line there. Okay, so that is the pink, purple blended out with the pink. Now what I'm going to do is go back to the purple. I'm now going into retrograde, which is this one here. So I'm going to now deepen out the this part here. Give a little bit of dimension through the crease there. Getting my fluffy brush. I'm not liking the pink. Again, I'm having to go in with the brush. I don't know why. And there's such a harsh line there. I'm going to go in with retrograde on this side and see how this performs. I'm just not liking that pink. It just looks like there is a really harsh line here. Just going to get the brush, see if I can blend that up a little bit more. That's better. Okay, I'm going to go underneath the eye now, and I'm going to use I think Cosmic, which is the purple. And again on the other side. And then I'm going to get the other brush and going into the shade Venus. Like that. That's better. That's more of what I want. Okay. And then I think that is the matte done now. So now I'm going into the shimmer. In fact, I'm not quite sure. Shall I actually do it all matte? I might just do that and then just put a light wash on the centre. So I'm going back in with Cosmic, which is the purple, first shade I used. And I'm going to do a spotlight. So I'm using the taper of that brush to just pop the purple on the inner and outer part of the lid, so you're left with a void there. And again on the other side. Like that. Not much of a void, but that will be fine. And then I'm going to go into Jupiter, which is that one there, much more of a warm hot pink. I'm going to apply it with my finger. Like that. Quite powdery when you apply it. And then I'm going to get the brush again with a little bit of Cosmic on, and then just blend that round. Now I've gone over. That's better. So again, I'll just go round, and then I'll go over the top like that. Okay, so I'm just going to clean my finger, and then I'll go into the shimmer. And I'm going to, I think I'm going to go into, because I want quite a light wash, I'm going to go into Celestial, which is this peach shimmer there. Just getting a little bit of that on the finger, and then I'm just going to, I don't want to do too much to change that, but I just want to pat it on. Like that. Okay, so that's the eye look complete using the palette. I'm now going to get the eyeliner, which as always is the Revolution HD waterproof liner. HD Smoky, I think I forgot. So just line my waterline. And then apply a little bit of mascara, which is as always the Mascara Revolution. Nearly said it around the other way. And just going to apply a little bit of that. Oops, I've got it on my hair somewhere. So that's the mascara applied. The lipstick combination that I'm wearing, I went for my usual Renaissance lip liner in Chauffeur, and then I used the matte lip from Revolution in Brunch. So now I'll just take my hair out. And then I'll just share with you a close-up. So that is my look today. I'll just go through the shades that I applied. So I went in with Cosmic first, which was that purple. And then I went in with Venus, which I found it is exactly like a lot of neon shades. It's quite powdery, and then when you apply it you really have to blend it out because it shears out, but it's quite powdery at the same time. I can't really explain it. Obviously you saw it in action there, and it left a little bit of a harsh line which I really had to blend out. So but in the end it's come out really, really well. I then deepened out the crease with the shade Retrograde, and then I went in with Cosmic again as a spotlight, and then I added Jupiter as the pop of not shimmer, matte, like a spotlight, and then I went over with a little bit of Celestial to add a little bit of a sheen to that look. And then of course I went under the eye with a little bit of Cosmic and also Jupiter again. I haven't done an inner corner, have I? I've forgotten. So I'm going to go into, I'm so transfixed by that pink on the lid actually. I'm going to use the 250 pencil and powder smudge brush. It has a point, and I'm going to go into Celestial, which is that beautiful peach. That's better. I thought there was something missing. Now I know a few of you have been asking me to go bright, go out of my comfort zone. This is definitely bright, and I've used the brighter shades from the palette that I've used the brighter shades from this palette for you. So anyone out there that loves bright shades, that's what I've done for you today, using this beautiful bright palette. But I also think that although you can get some real bright looks from it, like I have done today, you've got some neutral shades as well, more of your neutral shades. So that I would love to use those, actually, those three in combination. But obviously this was requested, you wanted to see bright, so that's what I've done for you today. So I'll just share with you a close-up. Now I've got the inner corner highlight. Okay, so that is my interpretation of the Revolution Forever Flawless Constellation eyeshadow palette. I thought at one point it wasn't going to work because this is totally out of my comfort zone, but actually I really, really love it. In fact, I am not so keen on the purple going into the crease, but I wanted to use the brighter shades, but that is not really, you know, a crease shade that I would go for myself. I would probably have gone in with Mars, but I really love, absolutely am obsessed with that Jupiter shade on the lid, how it pops. Really, really love that. And of course, I suppose if I didn't have the purple, it wouldn't pop as much. So that is my, like I say, my interpretation of the Constellation palette. I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts of the on the palette, on my bright eye look as well. What are your thoughts about that? Yeah, I really I'll just give you a little bit of my thoughts on the shades, and you've probably guessed what I'm going to say anyway. I really like the shades that I've used here. The only one I think is a little bit powdery is that Jupiter shade there, that hot pink. And every single time that I have swatched a hot pink shade like that, it's always the same. It's quite sheer, but actually on the eye you can see that pink there. I suppose it was probably the fact that I didn't blend it out as well, so it did translate on the eye very, very well. It's actually added to the eye look. You can definitely see it there. So even though it didn't swatch perhaps the same as the rest, it has gone onto the eye, you know, pretty well. So I'm really pleased with it. I'm pleased that I've now created a bright eye look for you. The shimmer worked beautifully on the inner corner with a brush. So yeah, and I also really liked how the matte went on. Initially it was a little bit powdery. The powder caught on my lash a little bit. But this again is what I find with bright shades across the board. They are a little bit more powdery than the neutrals, but you know, it's worked beautifully, and I'm transfixed by that lid shade. Absolutely love it. So yes, this is definitely out of my comfort zone. I would love to hear your thoughts on the eye look. Like I say, the palette. Are you going to be picking this one up? I'd love to hear your thoughts as always. And if you have just stumbled across my channel, I would love it if you subscribe to watch further videos. Also, the details for my Instagram is down below as well. I would love it if you took a look at my Instagram photos and followed me on there as well. I would love that. But as always, until tomorrow with the very last one of these palettes, I'll see you there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.